Well, I was going to go into the Grift report, but
let's do that.
because we're bringing that back for the first time in weeks.
Yep, let's do that. And then
Can I, before we even get into it, can I just say, I want to make this clear. I am not intentionally going after this person as frequently as we have been. But tonight's subject in the Grift report, we've done her a lot recently. And the reason I did this, because you and I were talking about this off the air, because I texted you about it, and I said, I'm apologizing now. We're going to do a Melonie Mac segment. I'm sorry. The reason I constantly talk about her...
I'm always ready to take down false Christians and people who use Christianity as a tool for hate.
To me, I think she is a great example of how this far-right fundamentalist Christian ideology has been married with the kind of stuff you see with Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers and this and the Proud Boys and shit like that, the far right stuff there, and you're seeing it in these kind of people never used to talk to each other. And now they're doing it more than ever because of all the stuff, and it's all the stuff with Trump and all this stuff. But I think the reason I talk about her so much is when she constantly makes videos like this, the one that we're about to talk about, I feel the need to call out her bullshit.
Well,
because I'm sick of it. I am sick. Because, dude, it is 2023, and we are still having, like you were talking about, we are still having conversations of where we are still marginalizing a very, very small group, very small group of people in our population.
I can't believe we're in the 21st century still having debates about homosexuality. Give me a fucking break.
And again, using this lie that it's mutilating children. I'm sorry, but. And we go with, and I'm going to keep rolling it in here because with the drag queen shit, because it play in this groomer shit. Meanwhile, who is fucking the kids? The people in the church. Specifically, Catholics are doing this in church.
Guess who's marching in the gay pride parade this year?
But let's keep oppressing the people that have already been oppressed for just existing. Let's keep attacking people that have done nothing but be themselves and get treated like it. And I'm sorry, it is fascism. You support when you take away other people's rights. Especially again, because a very I cannot stress this enough. A very small population, very, very small percentage of our population, and you continue to treat them the way you do and you other them. That is how fascism develops. It starts by attacking and going after one group for no other reason than they're different than you.
Well, right now, we're talking about AI and all that stuff, and in the last 20 years or so, our technology has improved leaps and bounds. And we just don't know how to handle it. And a lot of people have turned to their faith. And a lot of shitty church people have noticed this. And that is why Fox News is patriotic and Christian. Because they're tapping into those people's fear. And that is what that's why Melonie Mac is a piece of shit. Because, she is. Because she taps into people's faith, which is a wonderful human trait, and uses it to further her own bigoted, hate-filled ends. And I guarantee you do not practice what you preach. You fucking liar.
And that is why I want to talk about her as much as I do, because I think she is a great example of, like you said, a fake Christian, because if people truly believed in the teachings of Christ and believed in, not all, because the Bible is not a perfect book. People will tell you it's a perfect book, but it's not. But if people truly believed in the way of Christ, this place would be a lot better, or the world would be a lot better place.
Oh, yeah. We're talking Sermon on the Mount shit. We're not talking about whatever fucking passage of the Bible fits your bigoted bullshit.
You're going to love this. So this video that we were...
Can I say one thing about her before?
Yes.
Let's go with the basic shit. A lot of what's going on in our country and in the world is this fundamental Christian idea that women should be, whatever. Like, they shouldn't be in the work, still, somehow we're still having this fucking debate that, it's stupid, right?
There's some women out there, some women, like, Just Pearly Things, will cover her someday, I think. I'm adding to your point, is all I'm doing. She publicly said on a podcast that she thinks women shouldn't vote. So you're dead on.
You're right. But here's the thing. Is she married? Do we know that?
No.
Okay. Well, unless she's a virgin, or she was married at one point, and then she's going against the fucking Bible. Why? Because I chose a passage that fits my fucking narrative. Look at that, Melonie. We can all do it. We can all be assholes like you and pervert faith into bullshit.
I think Melonie Mack was married.
I don't care if she's ever been married or if she's because that's none of my business.
I know. I'm just.
But my point is that she's the type of fucking shithead who would get up there and be like, "Ladies, unless you're in a marriage, you should not be having extramarital." I mean, that's just not. That's against the. You understand? Mm-hmm. So if you're not going to practice what you preach, which I fucking guarantee she does not, then I don't want to listen to your fucking false Christianity and your bullshit wolf in sheep's clothing nonsense.
You said wolf. You said wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yes,
but when you said it, I heard Wolfenstein for a second. I was like, "That was
wow."
Wolf. You ever played that game?
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just like, wow, you just pulled up a
deep cut
fat Nazi video game. I love that.
Hey,
I love that game.
I always love a game where you kill Nazis.
Hey, man.
Cancel me.
Hey, wait a second. Why don't we make a game called Kill Nazis and just that's all you do?
Universally loved.
Right? Everybody loves this game.
No, because then people are going to accuse us of wanting to kill Nazis, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm making a joke. I'm saying I like playing Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to actually.
No. See, that's why you can't. Sadly,
can we
that's an offensive title.
How about jailing Nazis?
And
that's all you do. That's just jail them up.
Give them the good old fashioned American style police brutality.
No. And then after 6 months, you're like, hey, I just want to talk to you about how you feel about.
Okay. I know you don't want. I like how you're diverting me from talking about this
because I can't stand human beings like this.
I need to make a point
you are a
because
stain on our fucking species.
Can I talk?
Yes.
Jeez Louise. You gotta throw the pitch so I could swing the bat. All right, so
bat flip. That ain't allowed. That's disrespectful.
Can we get through this? We're almost done.
Hurry
Jesus.
up.
You're the one who keeps interrupting me.
Just walk over me, man.
Walk on over.
Walk on by.
Anyway, so the video that she made, we're recording this Wednesday, May 31st. This will go up on June 1st.
2713. We're from the future.
Anyway, she made this video intentionally coming out the 31st of May, being like, next month is going to be insane because we're talking about Pride Month. So this is
I'm looking forward to Pride
Again,
Month.
I sat through this, so you didn't have to, Tyler, and the listener didn't either, but I sat through the whole thing. It was about 23 minutes, and it was faster. It was better because I run it on 1.5 speed. I'm like, just give me the fucking parts. Give me the gist. And honestly, Melonie, you have got to hire an editor, or you have got to chop. I'm just saying, takes too many pauses. So when I'm editing the audio, it's like, did you get your point out? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying she takes a lot of pauses, and I have to do a lot of editing. That's all I'm saying. Everybody pauses. Everybody makes mistakes, but not her. Not good mistakes. She makes dumb mistakes. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Play the fucking clip.
No, I want to explain it.
Oh.
So she's talking about Target, obviously, because everybody's mad at Target now. With the Pride display, which to be honest, I'm not surprised that if the employees are truly worried about their safety and
I'm not.
If employees are truly worried about their safety, I could kind of understand it, but I also think this is the problem with rainbow capitalism. Like I said last week, this is the problem when you say, oh, we're going to support you guys, and the minute you get backlash for it, you're like, well, oopsie poopsies, we're sorry. But anyway, she's commenting on that, and then she kind of goes off on this tangent about Pride Month, and the first clip is really important because it kind of lays out this whole video and where this video is going. And keep in mind,
how many clips do we got?
3. They're going to be a little bit longer. Bear with me. But, and I want you to understand this, Tyler. I want you to understand this. Even according to her in this video, this is coming from a place of love. God loves you. Melonie loves you. Does this sound like somebody that loves you?
I don't have to celebrate this. Nobody has to celebrate this. I'm a Christian. I will not be celebrating what the Bible calls an abomination. I will not do that. And if somebody is not a Christian even, you do not have to celebrate it either. You don't. And it's like they want to sit and call you homophobe, transphobe,
because you
whatever.
are.
I don't care is. If the Bible says it's an abomination, get it out of my sight.
Extramarital sex, Melonie.
Same thing with, if they
let's go there, right?
Parades for promiscuity parades, hoe parades. Dude, I ain't so.
She's not celebrating straight people either, Tyler.
No. I'm just saying, if she wants to fucking use, she literally said, if the Bible says it's an abomination, then fucking it's an abomination. Okay, well then women like being outside of the home.
She has tattoos.
Yeah, that's not a fucking.
I'm just saying, if you go down that road, you're gonna realize this book was written thousands of years ago
by about 70 fucking people that all had one thing in mind. Let's make sure women are not fucking having any rights.
We're almost done with this clip.
Jesus. Celebrating that either. I don't care if it's straight. I'm not celebrating that garbage. I will not celebrate abominations. Period. Okay?
Abominations.
You can still care about people as human beings and not celebrate their sin. You run into a giant, terrible thing when you start condoning sin for people. And I know that for a lot, they want to be, you got friends in this community.
No, you don't.
I do too.
You're making this up. There's no way you have friends.
Every time I speak out on it, I'm risking losing more friends because I've lost a lot of friends in the LGBT community. And it is what it is. But
you don't have any friends because you didn't even fucking say it right. You fucking idiot.
Around, and they understand that, hey, I'm a Christian. These are my values. And if they want to stay my friend, I will be more than happy to stay their friend and care about them as human beings. But I will not validate their sin. Just like I will not validate my straight friends' sins either.
Not validating the sin. Okay, so...
I'm sorry. I literally had to take my headphones off because I cannot fucking stand this fucking
I get
milky toast fucking hate. This fucking I love you. Psh! That's abuse.
I love you, but you live in an abomination.
The reason why your gay friends aren't your friends anymore is because you are an abusive fucking friend.
Tyler, I want you to know this. Look at me right in the face, and I'll tell you this right now. I love you. But you're living in an abomination.
No. Tell me. Right? You love me, but
I love you, but
I can't get behind you getting your ears pierced again. Right? That's what she's saying.
I know you like your ears being pierced, but it's against. That makes me sick, okay? Because that's an abomination. And she'll say this later.
I love you, but I don't.
She'll say this later. We'll play this in another clip. According to her thoughts about homosexuality, is a demon is making you gay or making you have those.
So how does this make sense? I love you, but I can't condone who you want to love.
Exactly.
Then you don't fucking love that person.
I'm so sick of it, and that's why I wish more Christians would be honest with me.
You know
and
why
just tell me that you don't like them.
Fucking is impenetrable and unbreakable because they also have this other stupid fucking thing. Judge not, lest ye be judged. And it's like, you can't even tell them they're being wrong because then they can just fucking throw that back at you. They could just fucking throw it.
All right, sorry. Another clip here. It's a long one. Bear with me.
God.
No, it's important, Tyler. I want to talk about this. I do. Because this is the kind of shit we're dealing with on a daily basis.
We're playing it so that you don't...
But marriage is a Christian.
Oh, sorry. We jump ahead in the video. And somehow, again, I watched this and I still don't know how she made this jump.
Thanks.
But
thank you for doing that for us so we don't have to.
So she talks about Target losing all this money and all this stuff about pride and all this stuff. And then she gets on the topic of gay marriage and she has a very interesting belief system in this.
It is a Christian unity. It is the most sacred. It is the most sacred thing two human beings can have.
If she's been married and gotten divorced, that's against the Bible. Okay?
God designed it between a man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
Period.
In 2023.
Anything else is not that. So you can say legally and have on paper and this and that with gay marriage, but that is not the sacred bond that God created marriage to be. It's not the same thing. And that's why in my mind now it's like, okay, maybe that should have been a more of a civil union thing. It should be categorized different. I don't know, but
okay, if you're saying you're okay with it, why are you insistent on changing the title of it? Why are you insisting on saying it isn't marriage? Because you have to make it marriage being a man and a woman. And I want to bring this right back around and be like, it's fucking 2023, okay? Marriage You can claim as a Christian construct. I don't know if it was created in the church or not, but I'd have to think at some point marriage was created by humans because we just couple. That's who we are. That's what our society does. So to think that it's strictly a church-related thing is silly to me.
Yeah, people have only been getting married since Jesus was born. What are you, an idiot?
I'm a married.
Duh.
I'm a married person, right? I specifically did a service that was not about a church or related to any church because at the end of the day, God gets every other fucking day of the week. I should get my wedding. So fuck that. One. Two.
Fucking heathen.
It doesn't matter.
You blasphemer.
And you know what? I love being married. I love my wife. But at the end of the day, I would be with her anyway. Marriage is silly. In a sense of like, at this point, most people have a marriage situation because they've been together forever. They love each other. They're like, hey, let's.
I just want somebody to watch TV with, man. Fuck.
And people like, you can file your taxes together. You know what I mean?
Preferably a woman.
But what I'm trying to get at is you don't need God to tell you love someone and you're with someone forever. You don't need any of that.
I'm not saying I'm bisexual. I'm just saying, like, if I'm hanging out with a dude watching TV, I'm not going to want to make out with that dude at any point.
Where are you getting at with this?
But it is not marriage by definition. It's not. It is just honestly blasphemy.
Who cares?
In a way, when you really look at it like that. And trust me, I don't like saying this stuff. Because
yes, you do. Because if you do like saying this stuff, because it makes you money.
Or just play it.
If you didn't like it, you wouldn't keep making these videos.
Just play it.
For people who are very entrenched in this.
That's why I do it.
Human beings, as long as we're on this earth, we're going to struggle with sin, and that's going to look different per person, whatever that sin is that you struggle more with. And for some, that's what it is. Shit. And I feel sad for a lot of them that are in this sinful bondage. Like it's demonic oppression.
She calls it demonic
So, okay, wait a second. She did say by definition, right? Okay. So I'd like to go ahead and
because
I'd like to go ahead and give you the dictionary.com definition of marriage. Broadly, any of the diverse forms of interpersonal union established in various parts of the world to form a familial bond that is recognized legally, religiously, or socially, granting the participating partners mutual conjugal rights and responsibilities, and including, for example, opposite-sex marriage, same-sex marriage, plural marriage, and arranged marriage. Anthropologists, just to stick one more fucking needle into your goddamn blasphemous eye, Melonie. Anthropologists say that some type of marriage has been found in every known human society since ancient times. And yeah, I know you're a Christian, so you probably do believe that the world is only 6,000 years old. How'd you get that? Well, we counted up all the ages of the people in the Bible. 6,000 years. Really? How fucking scientific that was. Also, you do know that when they say like Moses lived 700 years, that wasn't 700 years. That was like 70 years. And the guys who translated it from all that bullshit don't know how to do shit. So all those like those like 3 chapters in the beginning of the Bible, and I know you've read it, Melonie, because obviously
she says she reads it every day.
Well, then you know what I'm talking. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
there's a whole like 3 chapters. I have. There's a whole like 3 chapters in the beginning, and it's literally like, and this person begat this person, and they lived for this long, and then this it's literally, that's it for page after fucking page. And no, I don't believe you fucking read that, Melonie, because I know you did like I did. You were like, what the fuck? Let me flip ahead.
Tyler, I think we're in this final clip, which is shorter than the other one.
Just saying that. What? Just stop. Also, because there is a version of the Bible called the sinful version that was misprinted and said, thou shalt commit adultery, does that mean if you owned that copy of the Bible that you're supposed to fuck around on your spouse because it's in the Bible, Melonie? How fucking literal are you?
And to me that bothers me.
I
again,
hate her so much.
Why you shouldn't look? Are there some stories? Are there some examples or parables or whatever that could stand the test of time? Absolutely, there are some things.
Yes, they existed before the Bible, and the people writing the Bible were like, "Sweet, let's put them in there."
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm getting at. you can get anecdotal things from a book 6,000 years ago.
Sure.
However, you should not be living your life literally like it was 6,000 years ago.
So,
and I know you don't, because you use the internet,
right.
you use your phone,
so
you do all these other
slavery
things.
is mentioned and condoned in the Bible. So Melonie, all of your friends who might have, whatever, descended from that, do you tell them every time you see them? Do you say like, I love you, but it's an abomination that you're not property? Do you tell them that? I'm serious. Let's get down to the fucking nitty gritty. You want to open this fucking door? I'm going to walk through it, Melonie, okay? I'm going to walk through it. And if you can't fucking hold up your bullshit into the bargain and you can't keep your fucking lies straight, well, I'll help you and I'll make sure, because I've read the Bible too. All right, smart ass. And let me tell you something, okay? Anybody can read a fucking book and memorize shit and find passages that go along with your bigoted bullshit, okay? Anybody can fucking do that. I can fucking do that. Hey, look, here's a passage that relates to women doing podcasts on a YouTube channel, that they shouldn't do that because that's an abomination against God. You see, it has nothing to do with because there was no internet or YouTube back then, but I made it because I fucking read it just to you in a certain way with a certain snottiness in my voice, and I emphasize certain words to make you realize that you're doing an abomination against God. You see how easy that was, Melonie? It's so easy. And I hate that you make so much money and that you hurt so many people. So I have to tell you, I am at war with you now.
She does mention a war.
I'm at war with her.
It's spiritual warfare.
I
is
have
what she calls it.
war on Melonie Mac. I am. I am declaring war on your bigotry and your false Christianity. You are a bad Christian at worst, and at best a terrible human being.
Sometimes,
thank you.
Most of the time, both.
Yeah,
so
man, that felt good to get out. Holy shit! Wow,
clearly we're working through something. So at the end of that
we still have another clip.
One more clip, but it's not as long as the other ones. So the end of that last clip, she says demonically oppressed or demonic oppression. Now, I don't think she's talking about us directly, but I think she's talking about, well, she knows we exist because she commented on one of her videos. But again, I don't know. I don't necessarily, I'm not taking any credit for this.
I doubt I
doubt she's talking about us. Yeah. But I'm saying that she's had criticisms of people making fun of her because she, they said that she said that gay people are demons, pretty much, or trans people are demonic, whatever. She clears that up to explain to you.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, her explaining it makes it worse. Okay. Somehow makes it worse.
Okay, I'm trying to be nice, but I'm just going to say idiots don't know what demonic oppression means, even though it's right there. They think that it mean that I meant I was calling them demons.
You just got to hear her out on this.
Demonic oppression. Oppressed by a demon. Boom. That's what I meant. Can't believe I have to clarify that, but here we are.
I can't.
So yeah, I do feel bad for people who are really entrenched in that, and I think.
Do you feel bad for?
Seeing the constant validation of it and everything, that is just very messed up. Enabling people in their sin, and that is leading them to destruction. But there still is hope for them, and that's something that we have to remember when we stand up against this stuff. Is we are to still love these people. Okay.
But I'm next.
Okay.
And I know it's hard.
This is the part that it gets me at the end here.
There are some people that make it very difficult. I'm not going to lie. But, so we should absolutely
Do you think she's talking about flamboyant gays in
on
that situation?
Same note, I know a lot of Christians, especially in the progressive movement, are very pushover, right? And that is not how God wants us to be. God doesn't give us this.
I'm sorry. Are we not supposed to be subservient to Him and bend to His will?
We are supposed to be strong. We are supposed to be courageous.
Because
we are supposed to be bold.
Nothing says strong and courageous like picking on a minority group.
Yeah, right.
Melonie, you are a straight white woman, and you got that easy. Okay, straight Christian white woman. Okay, and. You think that's courageous to attack a group of people that historically has been treated like shit in this country? You think that's brave?
Historically,
you think that's brave because you're so obsessed with being the victim that you bully another group of people, make them the victim, and then mock them for getting help or committing suicide or something, something to that effect. you still and then you act like this stuff with Pride Month because God forbid this country acknowledge that gay people exist in it, and that upsets you. Why don't you take a look inside yourself and think, why does someone's lifestyle that in no way affects me, no way changes what I do in my everyday, why does that piss me off? Why do I have to think that demons are oppressing them? First of all, let's just pretend demons are real. Let's just pretend all the crackpot shit you say is real. You're telling me that you love these gay people and you care about them, but then you can't accept their lifestyles because it's an abomination. And the reason it's an abomination in that lifestyle they choose is because they're being fucking oppressed by a demon. Are you seriously telling me with a straight face you think that all gay people are fucking possessed by demons?
Oppressed.
Or sorry, oppressed.
She doesn't even know.
Oppressed.
She doesn't even know how to say it.
Sorry,
right.
Oppressed. You're so fucking white, you don't even know what oppressed means.
Right.
Shut up.
And
I'm saying that as a white man.
Very good point. So validating when we're pushovers and stuff.
Fucking demonically oppressing them? How the fuck do you come to that logic? And I told myself I was going to be calmer in this episode, but it's like, come on. Like, so you're going to tell me that you, again, the theme here is she loves these people. But I'm sorry. When I've been take my wife, for example. I'm in love with my wife. At no point has my wife made, like you were talking about with the earrings, at no point has my wife made a decision and be like, I love you, honey, but that's an abomination. You're living in sin, and I can't celebrate you or accept you because it's an abomination in God's eyes. And I love you, but you're an abomination. You can't call somebody's lifestyle an abomination and then say you love them. You can't have it both ways. You can't do that. And that is why what you said is true. Because if you were a real Christian, you would love these people for who they are.
Right.
And accept them for who they are.
The only thing that Christians need to fucking read and memorize is the fucking Sermon on the Mount, and that's it. Throw that fucking trashy fucking book called the Bible into a fucking incinerator. I'm serious. It burned real easy. Those fucking pages are like thin as shit. Have you ever seen a Bible? They're fucking great, man. I mean, the leather bound will actually take longer to burn.
I will say though,
the
King James one is my favorite because Jesus' words are in red.
To calm down a little bit,
we're gonna wind it down here.
Well, I want to talk about validation. I want to talk about validating things and being pushovers and stuff. Melonie, here's one thing that you'll never experience is what my uncle went through. My uncle David. He knew he was gay from an early age, and as soon as he came out, he was ostracized by his own family. And he moved away to, at the time, the only place that he had heard of. He's in North Dakota. So to a gay kid in North Dakota, the Shangri-La is San Francisco, California. He moved out there. He opened a store, and he fell in love and got married and contracted HIV. And I watched, I went and visited him while he died from AIDS. And really the only reason he was able to come home was because his dad had died many years before. And you'll never know what that's like to have your own family ostracize you because you feel like who you are. I'm a musician, and if every time I picked up my guitar, like my mom was like, "You do that again, and I'm throwing you out." I mean, what kind of a mother is that, right?
Yeah.
That's not a mother, and that's why my mom doesn't do that, and that's why you don't do that to people that you love. That's the abomination. The abomination is telling somebody that you love them while actively hurting them. That's abuse, Melonie.
And so many.
And I wanted to say this in a very calm voice because I want you to understand that what you're doing is wrong. And I do go off, and I do go off, and I do go off, but because you are opening a door. Example, you're accused of like there's a Law and Order episode where a guy was like, he's on trial for assault, and he was accused of assault like twice before, but because he was acquitted, he can't, like the prosecutor can't bring that into the case, right?
Yeah.
But while somebody is questioning him, he says something like, "I've never assaulted anybody in my life." And it's like, hey, he opened the door, so now we can question him. Have you under oath? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
When you follow these things,
when you do that type of thing on your podcast, I know you're not under oath, Melonie, but you're saying that you're being truthful, and I got to call you out on your bullshit, because nothing that you say, if you truly lived your life the way you talk about it, you would be like you'd be catatonic from not being able to like figure out what to do, because your brain would be at war with itself like the entire time. Like you literally would not be able to walk one step, because one half of your brain would be saying love that person and the other half would be saying demon. So I mean, I just can't. So when you try to selectively buy this bullshit about gay people from the Bible, again, you just take whatever passage. I'm going to fucking take passages that are in the Bible that go directly against your version of Christianity, and I'm going to bring them up, and you're going to fucking you're going to ignore them, because that's what real Christians do. And by the way, fuck Christianity, okay? Fuck it. That's the abomination.
Well, and that's true, and that's the truth.
How many people have been murdered in Jews' name or in Buddhist name?
We talked about at the beginning of the segment.
Yeah.
How many Catholic boys have been abused by the church, and it's like, and that's, I'm with you there. I think the problem is religion itself, because it's a social construct, and the problem there is because, again, there are people that I mean, you and I have talked about it. You believe in God. I've talked to Luke.
Sure, yeah.
And, Luke and I have talked about his beliefs, and
right.
his same issue. The reason why people don't go to church anymore is because we've evolved past these fundamentalist Christian fascio beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
We've moved past it. And you can say, oh, you're just throwing the word fascist around. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going to bang the fucking table on this. 20 states have made it illegal to fucking just be trans. They've made it illegal for trans people to exist. That is fascism.
Talk about our governor's fucking bathroom bill. She is fucking trying to get teachers to check kids' genitals.
So you're probably asking.
Are you kidding me?
You're asking at this point, like the segment's gone on for a while. You're probably asking again, why cover her? Why do this? Why take time out of your podcast to having fun and talking with your friend?
We have to expose these people.
Because at some point, we got to start looking at it this way. It only gets better if we start calling these people out. Because, I'm not saying differing opinions shouldn't exist in pop culture discussion,
right,
and podcasts and
but
YouTube.
This isn't pop culture anymore.
This isn't talking about movies and having different opinions on movies and not making a fun environment. This is pushing hurtful ideology.
This is attacking people.
And this is attacking people on bullshit lies. Because, again, that story that I don't even remember the number because it got fucking just thrown under the rug. But was it Chicago that had all those kids that were abused? And, like, in a church. And you notice how none of these fucking Christians said a goddamn word. No, you know why?
I don't think one priest.
Because you want to talk about courage, Melonie?
Yeah.
You have none. Because if you did, you'd call out other Christians that do this shit. You'd call out these fucking prosperity gospel motherfuckers. You call out the bad people. You tell them that they're bad. Instead you go after gay people. You go after trans people who are just trying to live their life. And that's it. That's why I cover her, and that's why I will continue to cover her. I'm not obsessed. I don't want to get I don't want all this attention from her fans. I just want her to know.
I hope they hit on me saying burn the Bible.
I just want her to know. I want Nerd Erotic to know.
Yeah.
I want Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Canal, whoever the fuck you want, Eric July, whoever. I want them to know I'm not going to fucking stop.
Old Noodle Arms.
We're not going to stop.
No.
We're going to take breaks because we need to, because it's boring after a while.
You're fucking humanity as a whole and our society as a whole by continuing these hateful ideas. And most of this shit is none of your fucking business.
Live your life. Tyler?
Yes.
As a straight white man, I could tell you with confidence, and you could probably do the same thing as a straight white man yourself. Gay people, get this. Hold on. Can you do me a little drum roll here? Don't affect me at all.
Well, my friends. Like, I mean, I love my friends, and who are gay. Whether I know they are or not, it doesn't change. Like here's one thing. I knew a guy. I worked with a guy at a British pub back in Denver, and we all we and by I mean like 3 or 4 of us that worked there, and one of the guys that we were was a guy who was gay, and we all kind of knew that this other guy was. Just kind of the way, just his gaydar, my friend's gaydar, whatever, and whatever, just you could kind of tell, and it was like, but we didn't say anything to him. We were just like, hey, like, kind of maybe trying to nudge him, like, to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody's had that group of.
You can't force that. That's their that's his decision to come out or not, right?
I've had situations where I've known someone and they've come out, and I'm like, well, yeah.
Here's the best part: when he finally came out. Dude, we were all just like, dude.
So happy for him?
Yes. We were like, dude, it is so good to know that you know who you are. Mm-hmm. That's what real love is, Melonie. That's when you say you love your gay friends, you don't, because you don't.
You're happy for him. You're excited.
I was happy for him to
be himself.
Finally, yes. You know what that's like? I don't.
Because I got to be myself no matter what.
I'm lucky because society accepted my sexuality. Yeah, exactly. So we're lucky, right? But
so yeah, that's why we do what we do, baby.
Yeah, because dude, there's nothing worse than feeling alone in this world.
Yes.
And except for being attacked for no fucking reason.
For being you, being yourself. Tyler.
You fucking glasses wearing, beard having. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.